So if I hold true to form that I suspect, and it's not like, oh, I believe or I think, you know what I mean? Like legitimately suspect that if you were coerced into taking vaccines and boosters so that you could continue in your capacity in occupation or something, that it probably wasn't worth it, then you almost must, or you also must believe that somebody needs to get like heads rolling, or somebody needs to get arrested and slam the gavel and fucking throw his ass in the jail forever. Like, forget about that. You thought that he was a nice guy or anything like that, or somebody, you know what I mean, like old ladies like him, or people think he's cool, or the homies don't really, you know, like every time you bring up that cat, like, you know what I mean, like, wish you would shut the fuck up. Like, it's like you just stop talking about whatever, you know. It's like it's like and they had all decided, you know, that if you think that his title is a glorified salesman and not a doctor position or something like that, well, then how would the government and people like allow him to tell everybody that they need to do this and that if he wasn't really a doctor, if he was a salesman? If his title is given that it's a glorified salesman, you know what I'm saying, if it was the Surgeon General or something like that, do we also not, like, you know what I mean, is it a precedent, like, is it a negative precedent, like some of these positions, they have to maintain that nobody was ever hauled off to jail from their, you know? Okay, well, Surgeon General's not gonna tell everybody to take a vaccine and rush one. Did you ever hear the Surgeon General recommend that everybody, in light of this strange new mystical days and time that we live in, new threats or whatever, fucking, you gotta take this vaccine? It wasn't the Surgeon General, it wasn't anybody with like a responsible charge of being in a position that you're a doctor or something. But what is Fauci's title? What is his occupational title? Yeah. You can best me because I forget, you know what I mean? I'm not up on things, you know. You can look it up. I used to know and then I forgot. So why would I want to fucking look it up? It didn't change anything about the outcome of life or anything like that. It's to have an argument prepared. I just fucking, at some point in time, I was like, you have to get on some other shit. Can't, you know, just remember unmemorable people. It's hard enough to remember their names. Unfortunately, when there are people that are easily forgettable, sometimes their names are unforgettable, but you still remember them. So if you hear another person's name and then you'll think them. And it's not even the same person or something, like, you know what I mean? Like, you might have a reaction or something, you'd be talking about somebody else. Like, why do you have a problem with that guy? He's cool. Like, why do you have a problem with him?